Have you ever wondered what makes a great coach? Not just a good one, but someone who can walk into a locker room full of despair, where a team is shattered and losing, and turn them into champions. It's not just about drawing up the right plays, it's about a unique kind of psychology. Let's dive into the minds of the master rebuilders. First off, these coaches are incredible diagnosticians. When they take over a broken team, they're not just looking at game film. They're observing everything: the body language in practice, the conversations in the cafeteria, the leaders who have gone quiet. They're trying to find the root cause of the breakdown. Is it a lack of trust, a culture of blame, or has the team simply forgotten how to win? They know you can't heal a wound until you know exactly what caused it. Next, they are masters of resetting the standard. On a losing team, bad habits become normal. Showing up late, giving half effort in drills, pointing fingers, it all gets accepted. The rebuilding coach comes in and draws a hard line. They establish a new, non-negotiable standard of excellence for everything, from how you wear your uniform to how you communicate with teammates. It's often tough and uncomfortable at first, but it's essential. They're not just demanding effort. They're teaching the team what championship-level commitment feels like every single day. One of their most powerful tools is belief engineering. These coaches have an almost uncheckable belief in a future that no one else can see. They sell a vision. They constantly talk about what the team will become, not what it is. They find small, early wins, a well-executed practice, a single quarter of good play, and they celebrate them like they're the biggest victories. This isn't fake positivity. It's a strategic process. They are building a ladder of belief, one rung at a time, until the players start to see the vision for themselves and believe it's possible. They also understand the power of psychological safety. On a broken team, players are often afraid to make mistakes. They play not to lose, instead of playing to win. A great rebuilding coach creates an environment where failure is reframed as a necessary part of growth. They encourage risk-taking and make it clear that effort and learning are valued more than perfect outcomes. When players feel safe, they unlock their creativity and their true potential, which is exactly what a struggling team needs. Finally, these coaches are expert relationship builders, but not in the way you might think. They don't need to be best friends with everyone. Instead, they build relationships based on trust, honesty, and respect. They get to know each player's individual motivations and fears. They learn who needs a challenge and who needs an arm around their shoulder. By connecting with players on a human level, they earn the right to push them harder than they've ever been pushed before. They're not just coaching athletes, they're leading people. So the next time you see a team go from the bottom of the league to the top of the podium, look closely at the person on the sideline. You're likely watching a master psychologist at work, someone who understands that rebuilding a team is about rebuilding its heart and its mind, one player at a time. Thanks for watching. If you found this interesting, hit that like button and subscribe for more deep dives into the psychology of success. See you in the next one.